Easy game, innit, snooker? Very easy game. Oh, I'm in amongst the reds now, in amongst the reds. Running out of position all over the place, aren't I? How many's that? I'm on 13, that'll probably be my ice breakfast today. Now what I want to say is, I think that, look at these tips here. 2, 4, 6. Look at that. Somebody's took a fucking cue here, look at this. Unbelievable. 2, 4, 7 cubes. That's since yesterday. Yeah, so I think Josh Wale against McDonnell, I think that's a good fight. I think that Josh Wale's a good fight. I think Jamie McDonnell, I think that's a great fight. Jamie against Josh Wale, I think that could be a good fight at Doncaster Dome, couldn't it? What do you think? Doncaster Dome, Josh Wale, Jamie McDonnell, Dennis Hobson fighter, ex-fighter Jamie McDonnell against Josh Wale, Barnsley against Doncaster. I think that's a great fight. It's up to the powers that be, innit? Obviously, you'd have to get Josh's dad, Steffi Bull, Caldwell, Eddie Hearn, you'd have to get all them involved, but I think Josh Wale against Jamie McDonnell will happen once Jamie's run comes to an end, and I don't see that being soon, because Jamie, he's in that pound for pound bracket now, isn't he? He's like elite, he's an elite fighter, and whether if he loses in Japan or wins, he's probably going to be in that Calisaulan tournament, so you'd have to say that Jamie's probably not going to fight at Donny Dome again, but he don't sell tickets, does he? So that remains to be seen, doesn't it? So, running out of position, It's all about millimetres and centimetres, isn't it, snooker? I think that I think Josh Wale's European level. I'd like to see him get his shot at a European title. I think that Steffi Bull has done good for him, but I think it's time to step up now, Steffi. I know you're watching this because you love my channel. I think it's time to step Josh up now and get a TV deal. Get some TV, get it at Doncaster Dome and get the lad out. Get a fighter over and put as much money as you can into a show for Josh, because I think that he wins a world title. Whether he wins it at Donny Dome or Barnes and Metrodome, that remains to be seen, but he's going to win a world title. Shocking with rest lately, shocking. It's easy to play snooker if you're on your own, innit? They're all set up for you, but if you can get your iron at snooker, pool's going to be easy, isn't it? I keep using this rest. But I think that where boxing's going at the moment, it's on everybody's lips, and I think that it's doing good. I think that there's more to come. I mean, with Eddie Hearn's filling out stadiums, and it has a knock-on effect for with everybody, doesn't it? But I don't think the cake is getting shared out by everybody. That's just my opinion. I just don't think it is. I think it's wrong. You get that? That was a great shot, that, wasn't it? That was a terrible shot, wasn't it? Get one down. I think that the cake's not getting shared out properly, and I think that there's a lot of people in boxing making a lot of money. Not everybody makes at these shows. Not every single person makes money. Now, the bottom line is to make money off it. Personally, you know, I think that a lot of people who are promoters, they've got money, haven't they? You know, Dennis Hobson's a multi-millionaire, Steve Goodwin's a multi-millionaire, Steffi Bull, he's wealthy, Carl Greaves has got a few quid, but you've got to make something because you can't be mugged off, can you? But I don't think it's the be and end all making money on shows. Sometimes people need to do a show and break even on the show. Instead of making 20 grand on a show, break even or put that 20 grand into bringing a good fighter over. There are good fighters out there that can come over here, but it's just a case of getting them over. It doesn't always have to be about making money. That's just my opinion. I think the Amir Khan show the other night were a good show for Amir. The card were very poor. But it was a good showing from Amir. He took him out, didn't he? He did what he had to do. And he got rid of that ring rust. I suppose we're all going to give Tyson Fury a bit of, what's the word? We're going to give him a bit of stick, aren't we, about the opponent that he's fighting. But he's been out of the ring 2.5 years plus, hasn't he? So you can't really give him too much, because Amir Khan's just been out of the ring 23 months and he's just had a donkey to knock over, hasn't he? He shouldn't have been in the same ring as him, should he, Greco? Shocking. Shocking. I think that's a good fight. Andy Townend against Martin J. Ward rematch. I think that'd be a good fight. What I want to say is the Wilder situation. If Povetkin's people offered $50 million to Eddie Hearn for Joshua to fight Povetkin, would Eddie have questioned the $50 million with it being Russian money? He wouldn't have questioned them boys, would he? So why is he questioning Al Heyman? I think that you've got to look at all these small old shows that are happening at the moment. I think boxing is flourishing, and I think people just need to support it more. You get these hardcores who do all shows like me, but it needs to be spread out a bit better on TV, doesn't it, boxing? Now everybody's got TV, haven't they? Steffi Bull ain't got TV. Some people just can't do it, can they? But if you can get a TV deal, pay for production and get the fights out there, you'll get sponsors in and you'll get it back tenfold. That's what Dennis Hobson's trying to do, and you've got to give Dennis respect. He's paying a fortune now for Free Sports to film our shows. Nah, he's taking a punt, isn't he, investing in his fighters, but I think a lot of people that are in a position to do that need to roll the dice, because sometimes the promoter can only go so far, can't he, before he goes. He sort of finds his level, doesn't he? If I were Steffi Bull, I wouldn't want to be one of them people that's putting guys on other shows. You know, like he puts all his guys on Eddie Hearn's shows, doesn't he? He's only really had one win, hasn't he? Robbie Barrett beat Cardle, didn't he? That's it. All the rest of them, you know, they've not won, have they? Now, if you look at where the belt's gone, Robbie Barrett had the belt, didn't he? And he beat Cardle, but who beat Robbie Barrett? Eddie got the belt back in the next fight, didn't he? So the belt ended up with Eddie anyway. I keep ending up with this rest every fucking shot. But yeah, the belt ended up with Eddie Hearn anyway, so what's the problem? What's the fault with that? The fault is he should have had a few more defences with that belt and then fought Ritson, unless Ritson were his mandatory. And I don't think it were, because once he want Barrett mandatory for Cardle, either way the belt got surrendered, didn't it? Now that's what happens when you're at that level. Do you think Dennis would let that happen? Now, Liam Cameron's got the Commonwealth belt, hasn't he? And they've been powers that be have been trying to get him in with Mark Efron. Now that fight's a good fight, but not yet. Liam needs to get used to weight, doesn't he? He didn't surrender to get on a Box Nation show against Mark Efron in the next fight, did he? All this fight that's just gone. I didn't like that, putting him in with Ritson straight away. I didn't like that. He should have had a few defences, or should have worked something out so the kid could get some money, because Robbie Barrett's not going to get a British title again, is he, at that weight, even though he's a good fighter. Which brings me to Jamie McDonnell, right? Jamie McDonnell's best boxer that Doncaster's ever had. The best boxer that Doncaster's ever had. But he don't sell a ticket, does he? So he's going to have to go on road. But I think he beats the Japanese kid. He beats the Japanese kid, and he needs to be put in Ring Magazine's top 10. Because he's just sliding on the radar, isn't he? But he is top. He is the boy. He's the boy in that weight. I've got that one-handed. Hey, you like that? We'll move this over here now. I spoke to Paul, kofficial.com, and he rang me up overnight and he said they've designed a Porky's t-shirt, you know, a Porky's Corner t-shirt. I'm not sure if it's got my head on it, I think it has, with a pig or something and a gold chain on it like that, like my chain. And he wants to give me so much at profits of them, and he says he's going to sell a few of them. So I've had a chat with Dennis, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it into there's a couple of kids in the area who are overweight, and they're not they're quite depressed and that, and they want to take boxing up, but they're shy. So I'm going to put it into them, getting them up to gym and that, and just doing something good with it. It won't be that much money. I'm not, like I said, I'm not into it for money, but it puts something back into it, doesn't it? And if these kids don't get depressed, and they can get to local gym and that, and it'll help them for even if it's just for a couple of months, it might kick-start them. Are you with me? Because I don't really want to. I'm not really bothered about taking any money out of it, so. But I've got an idea what to do with it, so, but that's good, isn't it? So I think it's something like a pig's picture with a gold chain on it and say Porky's Corner on it or something, so that's good, isn't it? Good.
Quiet like